down these two. Fire down these two. Let's go on, 80. Present. Yellow. 180. Present. Wait. That's a lot. Present. Yellow, present. Yellow, let's go blue 80. Attack. Present. Yellow, let's go 180. Present. Yellow, let's go 180. 43. Present. Yellow, let's go blue 80. 15. Present. Wait. Go 180. Hero 15. Present. Fire down these two. Fire down. Present. Yellow, let's go 180. Present. Wait. Let's go blue 80. 15. Present. Yellow, let's go 180. Easy. Present. Yellow, present. Yellow, let's go up. Present. Yellow, let's go blue 80. Present. Yellow, present. Wait. Present. Fire down these two. Fire down. Yellow, present. Wait. Present. Yellow, 180. Hey, 43. Present. Yellow, 180. Come back. Present. Yellow, present. Yellow, let's go 180. Present.
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. Well, Charles, our 8th opening night broadcast together, and we couldn't ask for a better place to be. Arrowhead Stadium in a festive atmosphere all day. Smell of barbecue in the air. They unfurled the Super Bowl banner just a few moments ago. It's a celebration, and they are ready to get the new year started.
What I like most, partner, was that you got them to slow the car down. We got a little taste of that barbecue, not just the smell. We are able to eat it a little bit. I like that. But, hey, let's not overlook these Lions under Dan Campbell. They're not here to enjoy the barbecue or the ceremony. They're here to win. They think they've got a good football team as well, and they think that they're going to the playoffs in Detroit.
The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
There's nothing the league's best quarterback didn't achieve last season. Super Bowl trophy? Check. MVP award? Check. League leader in yards and touchdowns? Check. How does he top the season he had last year? I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes, he usually finds a way.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. This ball deep for Toney. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. For Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Goff. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. 2 yards, good enough for a first. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 9 here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Here's Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To the air again, Goff. And that one too wide and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back out to you guys in KC in just a moment. But first, let's look ahead to what should be a tremendous opening weekend for 2023. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, this is going to get a bonkers rating. Bills, Jets at MetLife Stadium. In the first half, it was the reigning league MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, who did his thing. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
St. Brown in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A first down created by Laporta. An easy draft pick by the Lions because he fit exactly what they want. A tight end themselves at finding gaps in coverage.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 45 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big pickup of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, it's gone. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Goff.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On the return, it's James. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down throw. Gone.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown. Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Now Goff. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Mahomes will throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Detroit, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Right back to Toney. He's got another one.
That one goes for 30 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, that Gets into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 6 catches, 60 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 7. Etienne once more.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This ball deep for Tony.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So, 2nd quarter. Now Mahomes. As they've got it as we resume action.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls in. Complete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead, ETN.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Tony's Giants tenure lasted less than a season and a half, but KC dealt for the former first-rounder because they feel they can unlock his potential. They look pretty good there getting the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Mahomes again.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram. Fighting through. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jackson Smith-Njigba up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Here's Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
That's complete to his tight end, Farrell.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Zay Jones.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On play action, it's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground. ETN knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They go play action now. Lawrence throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Noah Gray
from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And they're going to get the 2. It's a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Here's Lawrence to throw. A slant to Jones. Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
Here's Tony on the quick slant.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
2nd down, goal to go.
Now here's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys,
Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your life.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Los Angeles Rams.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And his first look is in.
Down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell.
This is brought in at the 21. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken 1st overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw is Stafford. This is caught.
And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Akers is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Akers again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here's Isaiah Pacheco to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now to doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stafford now to throw.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Well, now how about this return?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play,
but it doesn't work out very well for them.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
From the end zone, Jason Taylor, the second, will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
On second down, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
As a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Mahomes' throw on target to James.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
In motion right is Tony. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In motion right is Tony. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Ooh, with a juke. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give. Akers running left.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Going right back to Akers.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle to about the 26 here.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 9. A little over a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Mahomes.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Finding Kelsey. And he will get out of bounds, so nice work after the catch. That gets him really good yardage, and they stop the clock as well.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.